Hello everyone! For this next project, we're going to be working on an Arctic landscape. So you're going to need to get a pencil, a black marker or a black colored pencil, some crayons, and if you have it, you can get your watercolor set out. So first thing we're doing is we're starting out in the foreground of our picture and we're going to make our animals. So I chose to make polar bears, but you can actually choose to make anything you like. If you want to try and draw penguins, if you want to try and draw seals, it's kind of up to you. But I chose bears. So you can see what I'm doing. I drew my head. Now I'm working on my body. I drew two curved lines coming down from my head, and I'm making my paws and my legs. So I made my paws with two ovals, and then I just kind of drew a curved line connecting those. For my legs, I'm going to do a curved line and a foot, so you can kind of see it's like a bump and then another bump. And for the snout, that's where the mouth and the nose go. I make a circle, then do a little oval nose and a line for my mouth. I work on my eyes and my ears. And then I chose to do a cute little hat for my bears to make it look more Christmassy. So now I'm just working on my baby bear, so I'm just making a smaller bear, doing the same exact thing with my pencil. And then once I am done with this, I am going to trace over my bears with a black marker. So I'm using a Sharpie marker. You can use a black colored pencil or a black marker, whatever you have available to you. And then after that, we're going to work on our horizon line and we're going to make the rest of our landscape and we're going to color. Now that you're done with your animals, you can go ahead and create your horizon line. So we're starting our landscape. So the horizon line is going to be about halfway down your paper and it's going to go across your paper all the way and it's going behind your animals. After that, I ended up drawing some mountains. So you can draw a zigzag line, make it jagged, try and make it a little bit more imperfect so that it looks realistic. And then I just added some snowy caps by making a squiggly line. And then we're going to go ahead and make the northern lights. So if you'd like to create a northern light look just like me, what you can grab is a scrap piece of paper and then you can tear it so that it looks like a jagged line. So I'm kind of going back and forth as I tear my paper. And then this is going to be what you use to create your aurora borealis. So I'm choosing my colors for my northern lights. And then you're going to see that I place my jagged ripped paper onto the sky part of my paper. And I'm just going to take my color and I'm going to shade up. So kind of starting on the jagged scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to shade up onto my actual background. And then I'm going to move that piece of paper, pick a different color, and do the same exact thing. So once you're done with your northern lights, then you can go ahead and shade or paint in your sky. So what I did before I painted my sky is I actually just went in with blue crayon over my mountain line, and I just created a barrier, so I didn't want my paint to get onto my mountains. So I'm just creating a barrier using a blue crayon, and then I'm going to go ahead and watercolor over that, and even over my northern lights with watercolor paint, because the crayon, the wax of the crayon is going to resist that paint so that I will still be able to see my aurora even when I paint over top of it. So after I painted in my sky, I actually did go in with some paper towels, and I kind of just picked up any of the extra watercolor that I had left on my paper to kind of quickly dry it, and also to make my aurora show up a little bit better. Once you're done with your sky, then you can go ahead and shade in anything else you need to. So I just used crayon, and I first went into my horizon line, shaded it a little bit blue, and I went into my polar bears, just gave them black noses and shaded their hats. And once you're finished with your drawing, then you can go ahead, take a photo and send it in. And I'm so excited to see what you guys come up with, and have a wonderful Christmas. Bye!